Okay. So I apologize, Frankfort E2 Productions, for yeah, Frankfort the Orange E2 Productions. I apologize that was going on. The the streaming thing that I'm doing just decided to have problems. So give me just a moment. Let's try this one more time, okay? Thomas stood at Farquhar, the top station of his branch line. He had run round Annie and Clarabelle after the morning journey, and was a short rest before the run back down the valley. His driver and fireman stood beside his cab talking to the guard who brought startling news. Thomas's driver shook his head. The guard nodded. At that moment, the signal rose to show that the line was clear. The driver and fireman climbed into Thomas's cab. The guard blew his whistle, waved his green flag, and got into Clarabelle, and Thomas set off. By the time they were through the tunnel, the train was running nicely. Road and railway were beside each other here, with only a stream between them. Thomas remembered his race with Bertie the bus. He'd only won because he could go through the hill while Bertie had to go over it. A flash of color on the road ahead caught his eye. He tried to go faster to look more closely. But he opened the regulator and they began to draw level. There were two men in the car. They waved when they saw Thomas and tried to go faster. Quickly, he wrote the note and they put it in the fireman's empty lunch tin. Then, drawing ahead of the car, Thomas whistled to attract the signalman's attention. They slowed so that the fireman could throw the box up to him. As they went past, both driver and fireman shouted at the top of their voices. By now, the stolen car had gone well ahead, and Thomas didn't see it again. But the signalman telephoned police headquarters at once, and the thieves were stopped at a roadblock about 10 miles further on. That afternoon, Sir Topham Hatt traveled in Annie to Farquhar. When he got there, he and the station master climbed into a porter's trolley. They told the passengers the whole story, and the station master thanked Thomas and his driver and let me restart this one. That afternoon, Sir Topham Hatt traveled to Annie in Farquhar. That's not right either. That afternoon, Sir Topham Hatt traveled in Annie to Farquhar. When he got there, he and the station master climbed onto a porter's trolley. They told the passengers the whole story, and the station master thanked Thomas, his driver, and his fireman for their prompt action. The passengers cheered loudly, and they cheered even more when they heard that the station master's gardening cups had all been found undamaged in a sack in the boot of the car. Sir Topham Hatt then held up his hand. Thomas the Tank Engine happily agreed as he beamed from funnel to whistle. Okay, let's see if that worked. So, anywho, y'all have a good rest of your day.